Hello, boys and girls. I've had to put the fireworks back on because guess what? I made it to 1,000 subs. Yay! So, Friday Night Live tonight, 9:30 Australian Standard Eastern Time, or Australian Eastern Standard Time, whichever, is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope to see you there. But before we do that, I'd better teach you something new today. So yesterday I showed you about cross-listing to Depop. So today what I'm going to do is take you on a little tour of Depop and show you a few little things so that you'll understand how it works. And we'll also work on creating a bio so that when someone actually goes into your Depop store, they can see what you're about and what sort of stuff you sell. Okay, let's get into it, and I'll see you in a second. Well, here we are back in our Depop store. So what I'm going to do today is just give you a general overview of how things are on Depop so that you'll understand a few things, because it's very different to doing eBay, let me tell you. So when you first go into your platform, you will come up where your profile is, and you can add in a little profile picture, which I'll show you where to do that shortly. You can also follow people and have people following you. And here is a little profile, which is a little biography you can sort of put in there. Now, basically up the top, you've got, if you want to do a listing straight from Depop, you can do that by clicking on Sell Now. The little envelope goes to your messages. The heart shows your likes. And then this is for what you buy on there, or you put in your bag that you might be going to buy. And there's my little profile picture at the top, and it's got a little red dot up the top, which means something has happened. Maybe someone's bought something. So I'll click on this little arrow here. Now, it's telling me to go to my selling hub. And I'm going to say, usually the reason it wants me to go to my selling hub is, fingers crossed, to tell me that I've sold something and I need to post it. So let's go in there and have a look. Oh, no, not quite. It's an offer. So someone has sent me an offer for this pair of Maya jeans. Let's see. Oh, is it going to be a low ball? Oh, okay. So if you get that and you go in, you'll see offers. The offer thing is a little bit of a pain because you have to go roundabout, and it may not, when you go into your offers, it might not necessarily be this first one here. So just scroll down your list if it doesn't seem to be the first one. So let's have a look. $16. Well, what do you know? I'm going to accept this offer for two reasons. One is at $16, it will still work out within my range that I need it to work out, because it's plus post, of course. Secondly, I've had these jeans for a while. They're a size 38 and they've been hemmed to a length of 27 inches, which means they're a bit shorter than they should be. So, which makes them a little bit harder to sell. So there we go. Now, just the fact that I've accepted that on eBay, that kind of means that we've sold it. Let me just hang on. Let me just go out of here for a second. So on eBay, if that happened, we would have sold that item, and now we're going to wait for the buyer to pay. Doesn't quite work that way on Depop, which has some advantages. So what actually happens is the buyer's got 24 hours to pay. The whole thing is, if they don't pay, or until they pay, that item is still live and available for sale. So if that takes him 5 hours to pay, but someone else comes in and buys it in the meantime, sold. And maybe it'll sell for a higher price. So that's just something really interesting to know about, one of the differences with Depop. Right, let's go back. So we're going to go back to our profile page. And to do that, you just click on the little arrow again and go to your profile. Now, this is the main page where you can see all the things you've listed. And here are my new items that I've done today. I did those 6 this morning. I like to put at least 6 new ones up every day that I cross-list over. One of the interesting things is with using the cross-list magic, which I showed you yesterday, is if, for example, and it has happened to me when I accidentally deleted some things and I then wanted to get them back, they were listed on Depop and I wanted to get them back on eBay, I could actually go in and change my settings up here to say that I wanted to cross-list to eBay, and then I could just click on this and it will do the whole thing in reverse. Pretty cool. So you can scroll down here and see all your listings. Now, if you have a look at mine, so these are the ones I did today, and these are the ones I did yesterday. These are the ones I did the day before. Now, you see there's a little difference. It's got this little lightning bolt thing here. So the lightning bolt, if I'll hover over it, and it says only you can see boosted tags here. What that means is that I've boosted these items. And essentially that's like doing a promoted listing on eBay. The difference being that with Depop, it's a straight 8%. So you know exactly where you stand. There's no, oh, should I list for 2%? Should I list for 3%? You know, whatever. So I always try and leave my items up for around about 48 hours before I actually boost them. So that's one thing I do. Now, you can actually click up here to rearrange the items. So if you want to change the order, so if I click on rearrange, I can just simply move these around to where I want them. And, you know, you can move them all the way down or whatever. But I'm only going to just move that one today because I don't really want to change the order. So what happens when you sell something on Depop is, and I'll just scroll down. So I've sold these 2 leather belts. So this is what happens. These items sit here. The pictures still sit here with a pretty little yellow sold sign on them, which is really cool. But if you're selling a lot of stuff, you'll find that, you know, you might have a lot of, there's some jeans and some shorts. You'll find that a lot of the items are taking up valuable space where you would like some more of your stuff that's going to sell there. And so you can actually click on this one, which will move all the sold items to the bottom, which makes it much easier. So if we actually scroll down, if I keep scrolling, you can see as I go, like there's quite a few of these here that have sold. I did try at one stage to sort of sort my Depop store out a little bit so that all my tops were together and all my books were together and that sort of thing. But yeah, probably should have started doing that right at the start if I was going to do that, because I had so many when I was trying to do it. It was actually a bit of a nightmare. So anyway, I finished up leaving everything as it was basically and just let it go. So I'm still scrolling. But when we get down to the bottom, we'll know when we get to the bottom because there will be a whole heap of sold items all together. So yes, I do have quite a few items listed for sale on Depop. And here we go. Well, we're nearly there because I know the books are close to the bottom. So here we go. So here's the sold items for them for all down the bottom from the last time that I moved them down. So you can scroll down and you can see, and it's nice. I like this. I like that you can go in there and see them. See what you've sold at a glance. It's quite good. Oh, I should have had a look while I was down there, actually. How far will that get me? Because I did get asked about books. So I've sold 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4. I didn't sell that one I sold on eBay. So 3. Yeah, so I'm going to say I've sold 3 books on eBay. on Depop. So the rest. Now, that is one thing. The other thing is what happens, because these are also listed on eBay. So what actually happens when something you sell, something you have got listed on eBay sells, but you've also got it listed on Depop? That is something I really like too. So what you do is you click here where it says Manage Listings. So we clicked on that, and this little bar pops up down the bottom here. And if we say had sold this top, we can click on the top and it clicks in the little tick box. We can either delete that item, or we can mark it sold, or we can boost it, or if it was boosted, we can unboost it. So if I'd sold that on eBay, what I do is I just go mark sold. And especially when you're first starting, it's a good idea to leave your eBay things in there and just mark them as sold, because it makes it look like you've got more in your store. So that's just something I would do. But I'm going to cancel. So we just go over here and click cancel, because I don't want to do that right now. So that is your actual, what they call your profile page. So the next thing we're actually going to go to is the settings page. And I'm trying to be a little bit mindful with this, because there is quite a little bit to learn about Depop, but I don't want to give it to you all in one hit, because, I think that would make it very hard. So we're going to go into our user details, and, you already have your username and your email address and password, etc. But you can also put, where it says about me, you can also put your name in there. So I just changed that to Grumpy Granny so that it comes up as Grumpy Granny Store. And my bio, as it stands, says, hello, boys and girls. It's your favourite Grumpy Granny from Groggy's Patch. I source wonderful denim and vintage items for you. I usually post within 1 day of payment being received, and I'm always open to reasonable offers. And I've also put my YouTube link there. Whether that does any good, I don't know, but I put it there. Now, I've kind of been looking at some of the other bios that people have got, and I think mine's a bit boring, and it's probably not punchy enough for that younger market that's on Depop. So what I did earlier in the day was let me just check. So what I did earlier in the day was go into ChatGTP, and I gave Chatty a few notes. I said, I'm now also selling on Depop, which has a younger demographic compared to YouTube, which I actually should have said eBay, but anyhow. Mainly denim, jeans, and other denim clothing, plus vintage and other men's and women's clothing. And then I told Chatty what my current bio says and then I said, I think my bio needs to be aimed more at the younger buyers on the Depop platform. Can you suggest something better? And of course, Chatty came up with something. So what they came up with, I actually didn't mind it, but I didn't like Hey Fashion Fam. I thought that was a bit icky. But there's some nice little, using the emojis and that in here. And it says, your go-to denim destination on Depop. I'm curating the coolest vintage vibes for you, from denim essentials to must-have styles, blah, 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 blah. So I am going to take that, but I'm going to leave out that Hey Fashion Fam, because I think that sounds a bit icky, kind of. I don't think that's appealing. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. So I'm going to copy that. And then now I need to go back to our Depop screen. No, wrong one. This one. It's hard life, isn't it? Go back to our Depop screen. Now, there is a little thing here which says bio, and that's where your bio is, and that's got my current one in it. So I'm just going to click on the X so I don't have to highlight the whole lot and take it out. And I'm going to paste that new one in. And I'm going to put this is your go-to destination on Depop. I think that should suffice. And then I'm just going to save the changes. Right. So now we will go back out to our profile page. Let's see if it's updated it. Now, and I did notice this happened last time. It's sort of, because of the cookies, it sort of has held my old one in there. So I'm just going to refresh the screen. And look, there's the new profile looking all snazzy, which is very good. And to do your picture, all you have to do is click on here. Just click on your actual picture. Oh, no, it's not. Did I have to do that on the phone maybe? I'm just trying to think now. Maybe to do the profile picture. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. I think to do the profile picture, there's a lot of things on Depop that you can't do on your computer, on the website, but you can do it on the phone. It is a pain, but that's how it is. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Seller Hub, which is this page here. And I'm going to give you a very quick rundown of it. And then the next time I'll come back and show you a bit more. So this is the main area where you'll see different things. Like you'll see here, you can send offers to people that have liked your items. You can see what's sold. And if you've got something that has to be posted, it will be showing in here and it will be sold and it'll be telling you that you need to ship. It gives you your weekly stats, what you've sold, how much money you've earned, and also tells you what you're selling. And you can see I've got 469 active items. From there, you can go to sold, which again shows you all your sold items, but just one at a time, like so. Well, at the moment, it's showing me sold. And then if you need to know, if you've got a few, you can go awaiting shipping. Then we go to selling. Again, goes through, so you can go and click on different ones and edit them if you need to. You can also see how many likes you've got for your items. The offers page is pretty self-explanatory. It's offers you've sent out plus offers you've received. Now, the next one that is of interest probably is going to be the boost setting. Now, you can do it individually on each one as you list them, but if you're like me and you want to see if they're going to sell within that 24-hour period without boosting them, good idea. So what you do is you go in and you can see the ones that I actually have already boosted. When I go in here, I can't click in the box because they're already boosted. Or can I? Yeah, no, I can't. So, but I can actually go in and click on the ones from the day before, like that I wanted to do. Which of those ones? Yes, that's all. And then you go continue, and it gives you a summary here, and it's telling you, the best part about this is it tells you here exactly how much it's going to cost to boost these things. It doesn't charge you the boosting fee until you sell them. So it's telling me that this hat will cost $1.59, this skirt will cost $1.59, and these jeans will cost $1.75. So to boost those, all I do is go confirm and boost, and it does a pretty little graphic, and it actually then now will show those items in the boosted section. Now you can go into the boosted section, but I'm going to show you that tomorrow, and you'll be able to see more about that. If you've done some drafts that you haven't, when I showed you, you could do them and save things as drafts. And if they're in here, if they're ready to go, you'll see here, ready to post. So again, you can actually have a draft bank on Depop of stuff ready to list and ready to go online, if you're going away or something, and you can just go in and send them live. If you've got ones that are incomplete, like they're missing information, you can just click on there and get to those. Then you have your stats page, and that will give you your sales, and they have really nice graphs and stuff, how much you've sold over the 30 days or 3 months or 6 months, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, lots of things in there. And then down the bottom, you've got shop settings, which pretty much is how to put your store in vacation mode. So let's stop. There you go. So that's your little tour and how to do your bio on Depop. So I hope that was helpful. And I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel to get me to 1,000 subs. I'm so excited about that. I mean, it's silly little, 1,000 probably doesn't sound a lot, but for me, who I never, ever thought that I would get to the point where I would be monetized on YouTube. So, yeah, pretty damn exciting. Just a bugger that bloody octopus beat me. Anyway, I will see you tonight at Friday Night Live. And if not, I will see you when? If I don't see you tonight, I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.